자, 이제 춤을 불러보겠습니다. 사운드를 체크할게요. 예, 들립니다. 들립니까?
들립니까?
네, 들립니다. 완료. 자, 이제 초청을 해야 되니까, 아직 서툴죠? 자, 공유를 해볼까요? 윤영아, 어, 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 어. 그래 말이야. 내가 그래서 미안해서 그래. 그러면은, 오늘은 만나지 말고, 그러면은 금요일 날은 되지, 원래 수업이니까, 그지? 그러면 금요일 날은 공식적으로 우리가 빠지는 거니까 빼고, 우리 어제 못한 거는 보강을 해야 되거든? 어제 못한 거는 우리가, 다음 주에 보강을 할까? 그러면 오늘은 일단은 없는 걸로 하고, 다음 주에 그 보강을 어제 안 한 걸로 할게. 그럼 우리 언제 만나느냐 하면 항상 월, 화, 금이다. 그지? 근데 그 하루 빠진 거는 수요일 날 우리가 채우도록 하자. 언제? 그래, 끊어. 어? 자, 여기서 보면은, can I swim? Tom Michel is a British teacher in the 1970s. He worked on English language boarding school in Argentina. One day he visited a beach and found a penguin that was injured and alone. Michel decided to help the bird. He cleaned it fed it and even gave it a name, Juan Salvador. From that day on, the Juan Salvador lived on the terrace of his room in the school dormitory. The following is a part of the story when written by Tom Mitchell about the penguin and a boy at the school. From the first day I bought a penguin to live at the school, one student in a particular wanted to help with his care. His name was Diego Gonzalez. Diego was a shy boy who seems to be frightened of his own shadow. He struggled with his classes, and none of the after-school activities seems to suit him. He was neither strong nor athletic on a rugby field. Nobody passed the ball to him or involved him in the game except to make fun of him. One day I took Juan Salvador to the school swimming pool with the boys. As soon as the other swimmers left, we brought Juan Salvador to the water to see if he would swim. Juan Salvador had been living at the school for several months by then. However, in all that time, he had never been able to swim because his feathers had been damaged. Diego clearly earlier education had not prepared him well for the life of his new school. His knowledge of English was limited, so he avoided a conversation. However, Diego enjoyed the company of Juan Salvador. Indeed, on the terrace, Diego could relax. He had some friends who also had trouble fitting in. Looking after Juan Salvador was good for those boys. They fed him fish, swept on the terrace, and spent time with him. Go on, I said. The penguin stared at me and then at the pool like what he was asking, oh, is this where the fish come from? Without further encouragement, he jumped in with a single movement of his wings. He flew like an arrow across the water and then knocked into the water on the opposite side. Luckily, he was not hurt. I had never had the opportunity to study a penguin in the water before I was familiar with the upward way that Juan Salvador walked on land. But now I watched in awe, using only a straw or two. He flew at the great speed from one end of the pool to the other, turning swiftly before touching the sides. It was amazing. Every day I could see how much he was enjoying himself. Wow! The boys shouted as though they were watching a fireworks display. After a while, Diego came over and asked quietly, "Can I swim too?" I was astonished. He had never gone near the pool before. I was not sure if he could swim. The water is cold and it's getting late. Are you sure you want to go in? I asked. Please. All right then, I said, but be quick. I had never seen him so excited before. His eye was shining with joy. And he seems to be truly alive for the first time. Without hesitating, he dived into the cool water. I was ready to jump and rescue him if he could not swim. However, I soon realized that I had not have anything to worry about. Not only could Diego swim, but he swam magnificently. He chased after Juan Salvador, and they swam in a perfect harmony. It was like a duet written for violin and piano. Sometimes Juan Salvador took the lead. Diego followed after him. At other times, Diego went ahead, and the penguin swam around the boy. Occasionally, they swam so close that they almost touched. I was almost speechless. Suddenly, Diego was not the sad little boy we had become used to. He was a very normal boy with a very special talent. Diego, you can swim? Yes, I can swim. I mean, you are able to swim really well, brilliantly, in fact. Do you think so? He asks without looking directly at me, but I saw a smile on her face. As we returned to the dormitory, Diego told me that his father had taught him how to swim in the river by their home. It was the first time he had talked about his life. I listened in silence without making any correction to his English as he talked non-stop all the way back to the dormitory. 그럼 좀 이따 가볼게. 그분이야 말할게. 말할 게 그거밖에 없어. 참, 알았어, 그거 눌러. 오늘. The events of that day were extraordinary. A child had gone down to the water to swim with a penguin, and shortly afterwards, a young man had emerged. The ugly duckling had become a swan. It was definitely a turning point. Diego's confidence grew quickly after that day. When the school had swimming competitions, he won every race he participated in. The encouragement and the acknowledgement given by the other boys were genuine. He had earned the respect of his classmates. Over the next few weeks, his grades improved and he became more popular thanks to swim with the penguin. A lonely boy, life was changed forever. Yeah, this is all about today.